Recently, a shared document for people to share their reviews on astronomy equipment went viral in the Chinese astronomy community. Upon all the products listed on that document, one product particularly raised heated discussion. And in coincidence, I have been using that product for quite a few months. So is that product really that bad? In this video, I would like to talk about this one, the Touptek Astrostation. So what is an Astrostation? In a word, an astrostation is like a mini computer that can control all the astrophotography gears. When using an astrostation, you can set all the parameters through a phone app. Previously, if you don't want to use a mini computer with Nina control software installed, the only choice that you can have is to buy a ZWO ASI Air. ZWO is a highly innovative company. I really like many of their products, and I have to say that their ASI Air astrostations are quite mature nowadays. However, their products do have a compatibility issue. That is, their astrostation does not yet support other brands of astronomy cameras, and not every enthusiast can afford a ZWO camera. Fortunately, alternatives are now emerging, like this astrostation produced by Touptek Astros, and another astrostation still in development by a friend of mine in Zhejiang University. I started using this Touptek Astrostation since the early of September. Initially, this Astrostation indeed had some stability issues. For instance, a friend of mine reported that he had lost a whole night's light frames due to an issue. However, by the time that I started using it, after around 9 months of development, many of these bugs and problems has already been fixed. After updates to the autofocus algorithms, the success rate of doing an autofocus now using Astrostation is relatively high. Additionally, last month, Touptek introduced multi-star guiding into this product by releasing a new update, and this update successfully made the guiding function much more robust. Touptek's Astrostation is developed based on Raspberry Pi, and since the original Raspberry Pi does have a connectivity issue with their network, Touptek gives you an additional external USB network card. So when you receive Touptek's Astrostation, you will receive an additional USB network card. From my test, in crowded stargazing events like a star party, if you use the onboard network card, it would result in extremely low connectivity speed. So my suggestion is that keep this additional external USB network card connected to the product. Do not remove it, and even though it would occupy one of the 4 USB slots. One major selling point of Touptek's Astrostation is that it's compatible with third-party gears. And from my test, the Touptek Astrostation does work well with third-party guiding cameras like those from ZWO Optics and from Player One. However, Touptek Astrostation does not yet support DSLRs or mirrorless cameras from Sony, Nikon, or similar brands. However, you can see that they do reserved a shuttle cable interface on the product, and Touptek has announced plans to add support for conventional mirrorless or DSLRs in the future. Now let's discuss the experience of using the Touptek Astrostation's Android app through real-world demonstrations. Now we are in the Touptek Astro's Android app. To begin with, let's enter the settings, connect all the gears. Since I'm using a clear sky on-step harmonic mount, we need to choose LX200 on-step. Let's turn it on. Now the mount is connected, and you can set the park position or the home position from this menu bar. Let's connect the main camera, which is the Sky i62 AC. Now the main camera is connected. Let's connect the guide camera. Open Deezer. Since I'm using a colored camera, so I'm not going to use a filter wheel. Let's skip that. Finally, let's connect the electrical focuser. And since the current position is 0, let's set it to 0. Okay, now we are all set. And when using an Astrostation, the first thing you need to do is to go to main camera settings, open video mode, and since I'm doing an indoor demo, this will be completely dark, and usually you can see stars in video mode. And in this mode, open EFC settings, do a manual focus. When the stars are roughly sharp, click autofocus and run autofocus. I'm going to skip that. Since I'm using an OAG, I'm going to calibrate the guiding camera's focus after doing main camera focus. And after that, click mount settings, click polar alignment, run automatic polar alignment. After shooting 3 frames, Touptek Astrostation will tell you how to adjust the mount so that you can calibrate your polar alignment. Suppose you have finished the polar alignment settings. Now you are done. Everything is set up. Go to capturing plan settings. Let's choose a target from star library. Suppose we are going to shoot IC405 tonight. Select it. Finish the target settings. Go to task management. Add a light shooting plan. Set the parameters. We are going to shoot 50 tonight, suppose. Click save. Now we are all set. Go to main camera. Select plan mode. Start shooting. And as you can see, the app is carefully designed and you can easily find all the settings you want to set. So I would say I like this app design. From my experience, although this product still has some stability issues to be resolved, it has already reached a usable level. And I think that the biggest improvement now they can make for this product is to introduce a star map function. The latest version has introduced the camera angle analysis, so I think it's a hint that their star map feature is on the horizon. I've always believed that an overly monopolized market is not beneficial for users like me. And so I believe that we should always welcome new forces in astronomy equipment gear like Touptek and other companies. Touptek Astro is young and dynamic. In November, I participated a star shooting event in person with some of the staff from Touptek Astros. I could sense that many of their staff genuinely love astronomy. Their technical support team is active in solving problems with their users on their online forums. In a word, I would like to recommend Astrostation from Touptek upon their official release. Now it's an early access. That's all of today's video. See you next week.